Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. I'm your host with a beard, and today I kind of have an unexpected review for you guys. I've gotten a lot of messages on Instagram and on YouTube lately that I should review some hatchbacks and smaller cars and things like that. Today I've got my hands on this 2021 BMW 1 Series for a couple of hours only. So I thought, why not do a review about it, see how it drives, and give out some handy information for people who are in the market for a car like this. I've only had the car for a couple of hours, so without further ado, let's jump right into the review. Check it out. Alright guys, so here we have it. The 2021 BMW 1 Series. Looking online, on the reactions online, feelings are kind of mixed about this car. A lot of people don't like the styling of the new BMW 1 Series. I think it looks pretty good in this spec. Base, it doesn't look that good. It looks too base, too usual, too common. But in this spec, with the M Sports package and this blacked out chrome package on it, it does look pretty menacing and pretty aggressive. This has the M Sport package, so you can see the more aggressive bumper styling here. Let me move to the front a little bit. So this part here is for the road assist features and the radar functions of the car. You have the fog lights here, functional air vents here and here, and the blacked out grille, of course, as you can see right here. These things, as in any modern BMW, open up to cool the engine. This car has been equipped with the BMW LED lights, of course. These are the daytime running lights. Looks pretty good. Moving to the side of the car, we see that this 1 Series has been equipped with these M Sports rims. These are 18-inch, I believe. Look pretty good in black. The M badging. Blacked out side skirts here. Side mirrors have integrated LED turn signals in them. And what I do like about these mirrors is this design right here. These are like little lines that run here and make it look a bit more aggressive. I don't know if that's part of the M Sports package or not. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments. This car also has the tinted windows. And again, 18-inch rims in the back. Now let's move to the back of the car. As you can see, fully LED tail lights. And honestly, I think this car looks better from the back than it does from the front. It's got a really nice fat design, especially with this M Sports bumper right here. It also has some air vents in the back, but these are fake, as you can see. Nice fat tailpipe. And of course a diffuser, but this is also fake because it has no functionality. Now let's check the interior of the 2021 BMW 1 Series. So this particular car does not come with keyless entry, so I'm gonna have to open it up manually through the key. Here we go. The door opens up nice and wide, and it grants you easy access into the interior of the car. I think this interior has been spec'd out pretty beautifully. As you can see right here, it has this kind of black trim with this motif in it. Hope you guys can see it through the camera. And then some sturdy feeling door handles that close with a nice thud. Let me put the seat back a little bit, like this. So we have our window controls, our mirror controls. No electrically foldable mirrors spec'd on this car. There are your light controls. And here we see the same kind of trim that we had on the doors here, which goes throughout the interior on the dashboard and on the sides of the doors. Infotainment system right here. Let me start the car up to show you guys if it wants to start up. Okay, there we go. So it's a touch screen, as we're all used to from all the modern BMWs. Navigation, it's pretty responsive, as you can see. This is just a basic screen. You can also upgrade to a bigger one with more functionalities. So it's a touch operated, or you can opt to use this swivel wheel, which I do like about the BMWs. They give you the option to use this wheel or a touch screen. So you have your basic fast buttons right here, your shortcut buttons. For your navigation, this is to put the car in the different modes, Sport, Comfort and Eco Pro. Turn off your stability control, parking sensors and your start stop button. This particular car comes equipped with the automatic transmission, which I will tell you guys more about when I'm driving the car. The seats in this car have been spec'd out really nicely, I think. You have this kind of blue mixed with black pattern running throughout the back seat, or the back of the seat, and then you have it on the seating area itself. These are manual seats, so you have to recline and do everything manually like this, but you have some nice lumbar support here. These side bolsters are electrically operated, so there's a button on the side that you can press and they will just hug you tight into place. It's partly leather and partly cloth, but feels like a really good quality actually. Practicality, well, you have some nicely sized door bins for this class of car. You have a separate bottle compartment and then a compartment to put all your stuff in. We see the nice M trim over here on the door sills. The middle console is surprisingly roomy in this car. Let me show you guys. So we have this armrest here completely covered in leather with this blue stitching on it. Looks really beautiful. And let's open this up and look at this. You have a pretty roomy, especially for this class of car, middle console here where you can put a lot of stuff. We have a USB-C outlet right here. Let's close this up. Also some door bins over there, and then a decently sized glove compartment, but most of the space will be taken up by this manual and some other papers of the car. Design of the vents is really beautiful. I do like this design in all the new BMWs. Kind of resembles the ones in the 3 and the 4 series as well. Nice feeling buttons here. Everything is just well built actually. If we go down here, so there's a blue light over here. I do not know what this is for. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments, because I don't think there is a wireless charging port right here. Nope. Just some storage space here, 2 cup holders, USB-C and a 12-volt outlet. Right here, these are your radio controls. So let's check out the space on the rear seats. Door opens up decently wide. Let's see if access is easy. Oh yes, it's pretty easy to get into the back of the new 1 series. Okay. As you can see, this seat has been set to my driving position. Knee room is decent. And let me show you guys the headroom. I have about this much headroom left, so it's not too bad in the back here. As you can see, there is a tunnel running through the car and the middle seat isn't too wide. So let me go back here and test it out. Yeah, you sit kind of high and elevated, and you have to put your feet on the back or on the sides of this middle tunnel, and it's not somewhere I would want to sit as an adult. So 2 people will sit here comfortably, but 3 people, especially for longer journeys, is not going to work out. We have some netting on the backs of these front seats here. We have some very decently sized door bins here actually, as you guys can see. Look at this, especially for a hatchback, because I know some bigger cars that don't even have door bins this big. So that is pretty good. This is a speaker for your sound system. Big door bins over here as well. We got some nice blue stitching. And what is this? Okay, there seems to be some kind of blue light running through this motif here in the back. If I open the door, this is pretty nice. It's some sort of ambient lighting. I haven't seen this yet. This is a pretty nice touch. If you can see it from here, you see like this blue light running through here, and it's not like that in the front, you see? So it's only in the back. Very nice. Surprising. Let's check out the trunk space of the 2021 BMW 1 Series. So open it up. Okay, it doesn't fully electrically open. So you have to open it up with the key or through here, and then just give it a little nudge and it opens up. No electrically closing gate on this particular car. And it reveals a boot space. There is a wide opening, but it doesn't go very deep, which is normal for hatchbacks, but still. Boot space is okay, not the biggest. You can remove this shelf here if you want to stack some stuff, but I suppose you can't stack them really high because the roof slopes up in the back a little bit. But if you need more space or carry longer items, you can recline these rear seats here. And since it's not an electric opening tailgate, we have to do the trouble to close it ourselves. Oh, not used to that anymore, guys. Okay, and now let's see how the 2021 BMW 1 Series behaves on the road. So immediately, first of all, this is the 116D, so the 1.5 liter diesel. And let's test it out. I warmed it up. I've been driving with it for about 20 minutes now, and I'm going to put it in sport now, and let's see how it picks up. So I'm flooring the throttle right now, and it's okay. It's nothing too special. It's nothing too exciting. It's just a regular diesel, but actually I honestly think it's a little bit underpowered. So if you're gonna go for a car in this segment, or this car in particular, just go for a 118 or a 120D at least. Most people will prefer a petrol engine in this kind of car because this is mostly used for driving around town. It can do longer journeys because these seats that I'm driving in, they are pretty comfortable. The suspension is pretty soft. Taking bends, you do feel a significant amount of a body roll though. But seeing as this model has been equipped with 18-inch rims, which is pretty big for a car of this size, the suspension is decently soft, and the drive in it is pretty comfortable. Furthermore, this car is equipped pretty basically, so you don't have that many gimmicks and technology in it. You do have the active lane keep assist, which can be intrusive at sometimes, because when you even slightly go towards the lane or the line that separates the lanes, the car violently pushes you back, so the steering pushes you back into your own lane, and this can get annoying at times. It's kind of like, you know, when you're learning how to drive and there's an annoying parent or uncle or whatever sitting next to you and saying, no, don't cross that line, no, don't go too far over their side. No, it's like constantly monitoring you and constantly constantly telling you to no, you can't do that, even if you get too close to the lane or to the line that separates the lanes. So, but that being said, you can equip it with some other road assist features as well. And if you're doing long journeys and if you're commuting between work and home a lot, if you're stuck in traffic jams a lot, then I would suggest you get the adaptive cruise control with it, because that will make your life so much more easier in those cases. The automatic gearbox is decent. It's okay. You don't really feel the shifts, but sometimes it's slow to respond. And let me see. I pushed the throttle and it took like a second or two for it to kick back and give me more power. For the rest, it's pretty comfortable in here. You have some nice materials. You have soft touch materials everywhere on the dashboard. You have some nice blue stitching on the dashboard going on as well. Some nice soft touch materials. Down here, it can get a bit cheap, as you have some scratchy plastics. You have some gloss black here as well, which I'm not a fan of. But that is the case for all its competitors in this class, including the Audi A3 and the Mercedes A-Class. One thing I do have to mention is that the fit and the finishing in the BMW 1 Series is on a higher level than that of the Audi A3. I've tested the Audi A3 as well. If you want to check out that review, I will put it down in the comments or in the description, or put it up here somewhere. So go check it out as well. It is decently roomy when you're driving here. You don't have a shortage of space. Your passenger will be doing just fine as well, as they have plenty of space on their side. There is a significant amount of wind noise coming in, and I think it's coming from these mirrors, because I can hear like this sound coming in, and it doesn't get too intrusive, especially with the radio on. You don't notice it at all. And you do also feel these tires, or hear these tires more specifically, because I think these are run flats and they are harder and they do make more noise than the regular original tires that you can put on cars. But overall, it comes to speed quite well. On higher speeds, the car is solid. It's got a good handling. The steering is... it's a bit vague, not too vague though. It's better than the steering in the Audi A3 that I drove, but it's still a bit too fake, or should I say artificial, you know, because, you know, it does respond pretty quick, but you don't feel like there is a connection between the steering wheel and the front wheels. This is a front wheel drive car, as opposed to the previous generations where the 1 Series was a rear wheel drive. So not as fun to drive anymore. On this particular car, you don't have flippers on the steering wheel, so you are completely dependent on the automatic transmission, which you can put in drive if you just flick it on to the left. But in this type of car, you don't want to switch gears yourself. You just want to use the automatic gear, and it's just going to waft you around. So what is my experience of driving around in this car and checking it out for a couple of hours? Well, it's okay. It's not a wow effect you would expect from a new model of BMW. This is one of the step-in models, obviously, but still, it's a premium car. It's a premium brand. It is an expensive car. Doesn't come cheap. And if you want to use this car at its full potential, handling, power and everything, and all the tech features in it, you do have to spend quite a lot of money on tech packs and all sorts of packs inside and outside the car. And that will raise the price quite a bit. So it's basically up to the customer. You know, what do you want to drive? You want to drive a BMW, which is, it does drive a bit sportier than the Audi A3, but just a tad bit. It's barely noticeable. The A-Class of Mercedes, I haven't had a chance to review, but that review is coming soon. So I will be able to compare these three cars in the premium segment a bit more thoroughly. So this was it for today, guys. It's a bit of a short review. I had a car for only a little bit of time, and I just thought, why not quickly do a review about it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, and also comment down below which of these cars would you prefer and why. Would you pick the Mercedes A-Class? Would you pick the BMW 1 Series or the Audi A3? Anyways, that's it for now. Stay safe, drive safe, and see you guys next time.